So Arsenal dos, Fulham uno. We got the job done in the end, Jez. It weren't great. It weren't a great watch. We won dirty, and sometimes you have to get dirty and roll your sleeves up to get the victories. Whether it counts for anything at the end of the season remains to be seen. But the one thing we did see today, again, was when we were up against it, we bounced straight back. We see that against Leicester the other day. That's something we've not seen necessarily under this manager, and we've seen it twice already this season.
Yep.
4 wins out of 4. We're currently top of the table, ahead of Man City, ahead of Brighton. Brighton, by the way, big up my brother, Graham Potter. 1 goal conceded in 4 games, 10 points. How? Some all right performances. All right is probably the key word. Some poor performances. And we move on to Aston Villa on Wednesday. Make sure you subscribe to JEZ'S channel. The link will be in the description of this video, Arsenal history and more. But Jez, give us a quick breakdown of your thoughts on that game today.
Yeah, I said earlier, Lee, sometimes, it's reminiscent of the George Graham era. It wasn't pretty football. It wasn't great football, but you muscled it through, and it was the old 1-0 to the Arsenal. Boring Arsenal. Yeah, that wasn't a great game today. But fair play. What I did like, Lee, was when we were poor in around Fulham's 18-yard box and we lost possession, we got it back and we continued. We fought. And this is what I like about what I'm seeing of Arsenal right now. We are fighting to win. And sorry, I am being again Mr. Positive.
How dare you? How dare you, Jez?
I'm sorry. I want Arsenal to win. I mean, wow. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. It was a poor performance today, Lee. No disrespect to Fulham FC, but they had a game plan, and dare I say it, we didn't.
Yeah, it looked like we were just like at the end, we just went all out attack. Yeah, and that could have gone one way or the other. Luckily, Gabriel redeemed himself, and we ended up winning the game. Kenny gave obviously Kenny's not doing player ratings, but Kenny gave Eddie Nketiah his man of the match because he changed the game. He missed 2 absolute sitters, but he said that it was an easy decision to give it to him because there wasn't a standout performance from the rest of the guys. And he came on, he injected a bit of intensity, a bit of urgency and a bit of pace. And all of a sudden we were getting chances. Whether that was to do with just Eddie or whether that was to do with the fact they were 1-0 up and they sat back a little bit, I don't know. But their whole game plan was sit back. So maybe we should credit Eddie. But let's get into player ratings. Make sure you check out the fan cams. Smash the likes up on this video as well, people. Me, Kenny, Jez and Matt have all done fan cams. So make sure you do go and check them out. Thank you. Let's start with the goalkeeper. Made a couple of really, really good saves at vital times in the game today. Didn't really see him a lot. A lot of their chances or half chances or quarter chances sailed over the bar. But when called upon, he stood up, he stood firm, and he made 2 good saves today. What did you rate him, mate?
Ramsdale, absolute quality player, and I will give him, excuse me, I will give him an 8 because he was unlucky with the goal. It was totally not his fault, but this guy is solid, man. And I'll give him an 8.
I think he's proved us, especially, as well as millions of other Arsenal fans across the globe, wrong since he's been here, because I don't think anyone wanted him.
Absolutely.
And he's grasped it with both hands. The goalkeeper at the other end, barring that stupid Superman punch that resulted in our winner, I thought he was quality today. And he really showed that he wants it. But that's why he's not at Arsenal, because he has that rash moment. He has that stupid mistake in him, and that's why he's not here. Let's move on to Kieran Tierney, substituted in the second half. Didn't really get in the game, did he?
No. I'm sorry. Hate to say it. Tierney today was poor. and it to me, Lee, it gave a difference of influence with Zinchenko in that position. Sorry, Zinchenko wasn't there today. Tierney, mate, for me today was a 6. Poor.
I think that's generous as well. But it's your player ratings, Jez. Let's move to the opposite side. Ben White still filling in at right back. Got skinned. Poor pass from Saka in the first place put him in trouble, which ultimately ended up with him getting booked, Ben White. After that, immediately the ball went straight back out that side, and I'm thinking, oh my days, this could be red. But very much like when he got booked against Zaha, I thought he actually played very well after his booking. I don't rate him. I think he's winging it at the moment, and against better opposition. No disrespect to Fulham and the teams that we've played, but against the elite level players on that side of the pitch, I think he will get found out. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about today. What do you rate him?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to give him a bad rating. I made some notes. His rash challenge in this where he got booked in the 36th minute, that was a poor challenge. I mean, I'm sorry. But fair play to the fella. He upped his game. And what I think is what I'm like, I don't know what's going on with White, but is it that he's been told by Arteta to get forward more? Because, wow, today he was like damn near in the 18-yard box at times. So fair play to that guy. I don't rate him, but I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, I've seen him a lot today. Maybe he watches the videos, Jez. Yeah, we've been saying he needs to get forward and overlap. Today he actually did that. So fair play to him. Let's go to our centre backs. Let's start with the good. William Saliba.
Mate, awesome. He's my man of the match. Simple. I thought the guy was quality today. And he's been quality in the last 3 games. And I thought he was rock solid, so he's a 9. Simple as.
What did you rate Saliba? 9.
Yeah.
Man of the match, yeah?
Yep.
He's looked flawless, I can't lie. That tussle that he had in the first half with Mitrovic. Mitrovic weren't getting the better of him, that's for sure. And then he bodied Odegaard back to Norway. And second half, he decided to go to Gabriel's side. And I agree. It's hard to pick a man of the match. I know Odegaard got man of the match, and we're going to come to him in a minute, but I thought he was good in the second half. But Saliba just oozes quality, man. Like, and his stature, his size, he's so cool on the ball. Everything about him, he's destined to be a world-class player, man. Let's move to the bad. Well, he ended up being bad at one point, and then he ended up being the match winner. Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel. I felt sorry for him, actually. That poor looping back pass from Saka put him under so much pressure. Yes, as a central defender, you just boot the hell out that ball. You just kick it out wherever it goes. You don't try and pussyfoot around with a top player. You know, this guy scores goals for fun. You just don't do that. But I was going to slate him. But fair play to him. He redeemed himself. He scored the goal. And I'll give him a 7 for that.
Let's move into midfield. We went back to 2016. Mohamed Elneny.
Yeah, we're stuck with him, aren't we? We're stuck with him. Nobody wants him.
We signed him to a new deal.
He put a shift in, Lee. You know, to me, he's a backup player. Really, you know, I'll give him an average 6.
Granit Xhaka. Very, 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 very nearly ended up getting an assist. And again, like you said about Ben White, he's playing so much further forward this season. which is probably for the best because he's an absolute liability defensively. So the further away from defensive issues, the better. What did you make of him? I actually thought he was all right, Jez, but
I did. I mean,
nearly would have scored one of the goals of the season, but he shanked it off his weak foot. But go on, rate him, mate.
Yeah, This is a strange thing. All 4 games this season, he's impressed me, man. Seriously, and you know, last season I thought, well, you know my thoughts, and the guys watching you will show you know my thoughts. I thought this guy actually seems to have turned the corner, and he'll get a 7 from me.
Let's move to Gabriel Martinelli. Nearly scored a very good goal that was headed wide. I think if the guy hadn't got his head on it, it was going top bins. Other than that, his crossing weren't great. His corners weren't great. Hit and miss, in and out the game. He's busy. He's always busy. But what did you rate him?
Yeah. I love Martinelli. I seriously do. This guy has a massive, massive future. Today he was a bit around, in here, in there, out, not, tried. I'll give him a 7.
Let's move to the opposite side. Somebody who started the season slow last season until he scored against Tottenham after a run of 20 games without a goal, and then ended up being our player of the season for the 2nd year in a row. Started this season extremely slow, got an assist. Whether you count that as having a good game or not is here or there. But Bukayo Saka. Yeah,
I think he's poor today. I really do. He had some opportunities, and I
should have scored.
Man, he did some silly stuff today. No, not for me today. Sorry, man, you get a 5.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think he was great at all. Yeah, when he went through on goal and Hill chopped in, I'm thinking, right, left foot, madness. If he scores that, it's going to be a great finish.
Yeah.
But he needs to polish up. He's become too predictable on that right-hand side as well, because we know he's always going to cut back in. When he went out on the left for a little bit, again, he wants to cut back in. It's like, it makes no sense. You're on the left now. Go down the left and whip a ball. But maybe he's been told to do that. So we're cutting him some slack. Let's move to Fulham guard, formerly known as Bournemouth guard and Gibraltar guard. Maybe relegation guard, because he only scores against Burnley and Bournemouth. And I'm joking before people start crying. Martin Odergaard, first half, shocking. Second half, I think Sky gave him man of the match. And
wow.
Yeah, he got man of the match. Should have shot, passed. Should have passed, shot. Eventually, he scored. Deflected, albeit. But I thought his second half performance was really good. And I suppose I understand why they gave him man of the match, because he scored a goal. He was passing. His pass accuracy stats will probably be great. Overall, I just don't rate this guy, man. And people were crying in the comments, Jez, yeah? He frustrates me. If he could sharpen up a little bit, and instead of passing when he should shoot, and instead of shooting when he should pass, there was one where he should have reversed it into Saka. Saka's in at 0-0, and he would have scored. Then there was one where he should have shot, and he passed. And it's like, just sharpen up a little bit, man. You know what you're doing, so just switch on a little bit. But he did get man of the match. He did score a goal, and it was a crucial goal because it got us back in the game. He scored 3 in his last 2, so we're in the mud, or I am anyway. What did you rate him?
I thought he was. I'll tell you, this guy frustrates me. I see something in this player. I really do. And I think if he can just bring it out, do the right things at the right time, he's a seriously good player. But as you just quite rightly just said, there's times to shoot, there's times to pass. And it's 80% of the time, to me, he makes the wrong decision. And if somebody can educate him in the coaching staff that you need to have that ability to do that crucial pass. And there were times when he could have released the ball to Jesus and Saka, but he didn't. And it just went wrong. I hate to see this continual thing he does of trying to nutmeg players.
Mm.
You know, you'll get away with that in 1 in 10 games. You know, it's one of them things. So he frustrates me. I think he's going to be a good player. I do. But he needs to seriously develop his game. So I'm going to give him, I was going to slate him today, but I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7 for the fact he scored that goal. It was a deflection, but I'll give him the 7 and fair play to him.
At least he was there to do it, which is all we want. Let's move to Gabriel J Zeus.
Yeah, J Zeus. Well, again, the work rate of this guy, you know, he's seriously, to me, Lee, he's seriously trying to prove something. The guy's everywhere, you know, and he had chances. I felt frustrated for him. And, yeah, he's an 8 for me.
Let's go on to the substitutes. First sub on was Eddie Nketiah. Kenny's man of the match. Changed the game in terms of a bit more intensity, sharper. Obviously, they sat back, opened them up a lot, missed 2 sitters. But he was lively when he came on. But at the same time, he's paid to score goals and he missed 2 sitters. What did you make of him, mate?
Yeah, mate, I have to say, I liked his intensity. He was working very, very hard. But it concerns me. This is our second go-to striker. And he had 2 golden opportunities, couldn't finish it. Worries me. This is, to me, a bit like lack of threat again. He's young, but that's not what we need, Lee. What we need is a backup player that will actually slot these goals and put them to bed. Because when we come up against the big boys, which we've got to beat to challenge, no, sorry, not good enough.
Go on.
7.
Let's go to Rob. Let's go Tommy Yasu. Came on for the last, 5-10 minutes? 15 minutes?
Tommy Yasu. Yeah, he came on. I don't think he did a great deal. He's fine. I'll give him a 5. I didn't see him actually do a lot, Lee, to be fair.
So, let's go to Arteta's cheerleader, Rob Holding. Fresh teeth, fresh hair. Just come off the audition set for The Only Way is Essex. Happy to be there. 26 years old, couldn't care less whether he plays. Came on for the last, 30 seconds?
I'm not going to rate him, man. It's not worth it. Seriously, it's not worth it.
Let's go to the manager then. We know how this works, people. Smash the likes up, subscribe to JEZ'S channel. And the link will be in the description. Make sure you do that. Go and check out the fan cams, mine, Kenny's, Jez, and Matt's. Make sure you do that. Make sure you hit the notifications. Make sure you turn them on. Check the channel. YouTube don't always send notifications out if it's more than 3 videos in 24-hour period. So actually go and search the channel. Watch all the fan cams. Go and subscribe to JEZ'S channel as well and to Ola's channel. Follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Twitter and Insta. Don't cry about the ratings. Just leave yours. 3, 2, 1,
8.
5. Oh, we're miles away. Go on, tell me.
I'll tell you why I was giving him an 8. Is the fact
that we always agree, apparently. Yeah, we're on the... Oh, we always agree.
No, I'll tell you why I'm going to give him an 8. Is the fact that he set the team up, he set the squad up right. Arsenal were the team were getting frustrated. You can see that. That's what I saw watching it. They were getting frustrated because they were trying. Fulham came with a game plan. But Arsenal, what I liked, Lee, was the fact that they were battling, they were fighting. And this is what I'm liking from Arteta, is the fact that he's got intensity and passion into the team. Last season, we never saw any of that. Well, maybe on probably what?
Yeah, fits and bursts.
5 games, 6 games, I saw that. Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, right? What I'm seeing at the moment is I'm seeing a team that loses the ball. They will fight. They'll get it back, and then they go again. They go again. This, you know, it's like the great days of when we had. And I'm not going to compare.
I remember the Middlesbrough game, 3-1 down. Frank Drew, yeah, the Highbury screamer. We're 3-1 down, and then all of a sudden, bang, 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 bang. You could hear a pin drop in the Emirates at Highbury that day. Yeah, 3-1. All of a sudden, bang, 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 bang. Yeah, it's not ever going to get back to that level, in my opinion. But I agree that this season there is that resilience that they're all pushing and working together, and I suppose that comes from growing up together as a squad. Are they good enough to go and challenge Man City?
No,
probably not. Yeah, are they good enough to challenge Liverpool? No. Everyone was laughing, including me, at Liverpool the other day. They shut everyone up today. 9-0. 9-0, and Salah didn't even get a goal or an assist. Yeah, 9-0 after losing to Man United, looking shocking. Yeah, Man United, by the way, I watched them today. They're not great.
No.
But I'll tell you what, they're going to give us a tough game. Yeah, that left back they've got is quality. Yeah, and again, what you just said about Arsenal being resilient, fighting, working together, they look like they've got that now. They look like they've got rid of the bad eggs out the team that sat on the bench. Yeah, that Arsenal Man United game next weekend, if they win against, I think they got Leicester in midweek, and if we beat Villa, that would be the biggest Man United Arsenal game for a long, long time, because it, not in terms of winning something or in terms of like going top of the table, or like, well, we are top of the table, but in terms of actually two teams going at it, having it, and a bit of passion, because normally we see one or the other fold. But there we go. But listen, big up to everyone who's watched live on playback even. Subscribe to JEZ'S channel, smash the likes through the roof. I'm off to a barbecue. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I've been summoned to a barbecue. So yes, make sure you support JEZ'S channel, link in the description. And I'll be back again tomorrow with Jez and Kenny, 7 p.m. UK time for the podcast. Make sure you check out all the fan cams as well, people. Until then, adios, amigos. Arteta fuera.
Arteta out, you prick.